models, let's go open. Grab structure 53 and click open. Let's go down to our top of footing, makes sense. Let's scroll into this footing right here. Select it. Let's click edit type. What we need to do is add a unique identifier for this footing. For the type mark, I'm going to make this one F1. This is the most popular footing in the model, so it might as well get the first shot. Click apply. Click OK. Now we'll see all of those footings. If I click that one, I'm going to click edit type. Will be F1. Click OK. Now this one's a little different because it's so far down. So select this footing. Click edit type. I want to duplicate this one. And this time I actually want to keep that 2 on there. Click OK. Type mark, scroll down and type in F2. Click OK. Cool. Now, come over to these. Hit escape a couple times. I'm going to change the pier as well as the footing. Obviously, that's not deep enough. Hold down your control key and select them both. I'm going to click edit type and then duplicate. That'll be 26 by 36. Get rid of that too. The H will be 3'6". Hopefully that goes in the right direction. Click OK. Escape. Perfect. Now select the foundation underneath it. Click edit type. Duplicate 3'6" by, you guessed it, 4'6". Get rid of the 3, hit OK. Let's make that length 4'6". Click OK. Oops, while we're at it, go back and edit type. Let's scroll down, and this will be F3. Click apply. Click OK. Let's grab this big daddy here. And all we'll do is click edit type. Scroll down. And let's call this one, you guessed it, F4. Click apply. Click OK. Now what I'd like to do is go to the View tab. We'll hit escape a couple times. Now click the Schedules drop-down. Let's go to Schedule Quantities. For the name, let's call it all caps, footing schedule. And let's scroll down to Structural Foundations. And then click OK. Here's what I want to do. Let's add. Scroll down to Type Mark, of course. So select Type Mark. And let's click Add Parameter. Let's find Type Comments. Let's add that. Let's grab Foundation Thickness. We're going to add that. But this is we're going to wind up hiding. We're just going to have it there for our own benefit. Click Add Parameters. Now what I'd like to do is combine some parameters. So we're going to click on this little icon here called Combine Parameters. Click that. We're going to call this Size, all caps. Okay. Now let's combine length and width. So let's scroll down until we find length. Select it. Add it. Sample value is length. The suffix I want to type in a space L. And the separator, I want to replace that with an asterisk, Shift 8. Sweet. Let's scroll down until we find width, select it, add it. The suffix, space W, and there will be no separator. So it's going to say length with an L, asterisk, width with a W, done. And okay. Let's add another one called elevations. So let's grab this, click it. Combine parameter. We'll call this one elevation, ZLEVATIONS. We're going to select elevation at top. We're going to click add. The suffix will be a space T. The separator will be, actually it goes space asterisk, and we'll fix the other one. Let's grab elevation at bottom. Let's add that. The suffix will be space B. Then get rid of the separator and click OK. Let's click on size. Now we can still edit these, so click on edit parameter. And let's put a space in front of that asterisk. Let's click OK. All right. For size, I want to select it and I want to click move up. For elevations, let's move that up. Let's see what we've got. Click OK. Whew, there's a lot of stuff. Okay, that's fine. What we can do is we can start to filter this. So the next thing I'd like to do is scroll down to filter and click edit. I want to filter by type mark. And I want it to contain an F. Makes sense, right? So anything that doesn't have an F is not going to make it. Let's go to sorting and grouping. Let's sort by type mark. We'll make it ascending. But let's uncheck itemize every instance. We don't need to see every one of them unless we're trying to do a material takeoff, which we're going to do in this chapter. Let's go to appearance. Let's show an outline. Show header, sure. Title text, however, I want it to be 30 seconds Arial. And remember, we formatted this in the last chapter. This text style is going to show up here. Remember, it's got a 0.8 width factor. Cool. Click OK. Got it. So for type comments, let's type in all caps reinforcing here. For foundation thickness, actually click on E. I just want to hide that column, don't want to see it. We can do that. Now for reinforcing, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to type in number 4 at 12 inches space EW. Hit enter. So change will be, yep, click OK. Now reinforcing, let's click the same for all of them. Click OK. And click OK. Seems to me we have an issue here though. What's going on? Check this out. This is pretty cool. Let's go back to sorting and grouping and click edit. Uncheck itemize every instance and click OK. For F1, I'm seeing we've got this here. I don't know where that is. So let's click right into here. Let's click highlight in model. Let's click close. So this one's causing us issues. Zoom out. Aha. So we changed this type, but we never changed that one. We should have selected them both. Click the drop down. Grid on 36 by 36 by 12 2. Let's go back to our footing schedule. Let's go to sorting and grouping and click edit. Let's uncheck itemize every instance. Let's click OK. We have solved it. One more quick thing I want to do. Let's scroll down to sheet all. Let's double click on S1 unnamed. It's just this. I just want to drag this schedule onto this sheet. So let's find schedules quantities. Jump to here. Let's drag footing schedule. Let's put it up here. I know this is the wrong sheet for this. I just want to show you how this works. So, elevations, reinforcing, size, we can spread that out. Let's double click this. to edit it again. For type mark, we're just gonna call it type. All caps, hit enter, go back to S1 on names. We did it. Got ourselves a footing schedule. Now let's go down to our type of footing. Let's grab these two special fellas. This one here, and then hit your control key and select that one there. Click edit type. I want to duplicate these, and I'm actually going to keep that there just like I did with the footings. Click OK. Click OK. I don't want to make those P1. I just want to make them different. Click OK. Now, come up to our common one. Click this. I want to make this P1. Click edit type. Scroll down to type mark. All caps. Let's call it P1. Click OK. Now let's grab this one we just modified. Click edit type. We are going to call that, you guessed it, P2. Click apply, click OK. Now remember in the last video, these two were special. So select this one here. Click edit type. This will be P3. We don't need to select them both because this is the type parameter of this one specific column. Type mark is going to be P3. Click apply. Click OK. Sweet. Now, I just skip a couple times. Let's go to view. Let's go to the schedules drop down and let's go schedule quantities. Now we need to scroll down to structural columns. Click structural columns. For the name, let's call it peer schedule. Click OK. All right. Now here are the fields I want to add. We're going to add type mark. Scroll down till we find type mark. Select it. Add it. Let's select type. Let's add that. Let's find length. Let's scroll up till we find length. Let's add that. And let's grab type comments. Select that and add it. Like I always do, I could just click OK just to see what we've got. A lot. But guess what? We can filter this on stuff. Got P1s, got P2s, got a P3. Okay. So let's go back to, scroll back down here. Let's go to filter and click edit. We're going to filter by type mark, of course. Contains big old P. Let's go to start a new grouping. Sort by type mark. And uncheck itemize every instance. We're rolling. Let's go to appearance. Show an outline. Title text, 30 seconds, header, 30 seconds, body. I want them both to look the same, right? Click OK. Sweet. Now for type mark, we're just going to say mark. For the type, we're just going to say size. I understand that there's a 2 there, but I'm okay with it. We're going to call that size. For the length, we're going to call that length. For the type comments, see if we can steal the others. We can't, so we'll type in number 4 at 12 inches. O period C. Hit enter. Yes, we understand that. Hit OK. Let's change that up for here. Hit OK. Change it up for here. Hit OK. Sweet. That's all we need. Whoop, type comments. Let's just type in reinforcing it. Enter. Equal good. Let's scroll down till we find that sheet. And we'll drag this onto that sheet. Scroll down till we find schedules, quantities. Got a peer schedule now. Now that these are on the sheet, actually we're going to delete them. And when we make sheets, we're going to drag these onto our foundation. So select them and you can literally hit delete. It doesn't delete them from the project browser, don't worry. So that's how you make a peer schedule. In the project browser, let's go down to type of footing. Turn it to any one of these footings and I'm going to tag that footing. Click on the tag by category button right here. Uncheck leader and let's pick it. For our orientation, let's go horizontal. Now let's pick it. I'm going to click the move button and kind of move it out. That's not what I want. So let's hit escape a couple times. Let's click that 3'6" by 3'6". Let's click edit family. Let's select this. This is simply a tag. I'm going to pull these in a little bit though. Let's select that. Let's click edit label. And for the type name, I want that to go away. So I'm going to select that and I'm going to click the red remove. Let's scroll down till we find it. Type mark. Let's add that. Let's hit apply. Let's hit OK. We're still selected. Let's click edit type. For the width factor, let's type in 0.8 just for consistency. Click apply. Click OK. Let's load into project and close. You might not need to save any changes. Click no. Overwrite the existing version. F1. Here we go. Let's create another tag. Let's click on tag by category. I'm going to grab this guy, structural column. Pick it. Let's move that out of the way. Hit escape a couple times. Select this. Click edit family. Select the tag, reduce the width, edit label, select type name, remove, scroll down to type mark, add, click apply, click OK. Edit type 0.8. I think you're getting the pattern here. Hit apply, hit OK. Load into project and close. Nope. Overwrite the existing version. Woohoo! That is very nice. Now, what we can do, if I select both of these and kind of nudge them up, sometimes you can copy them to others, sometimes you can't. So if I select F1, P1, and click copy, let's keep multiple checked on. I'll pick this endpoint here. So far, so good. If it's not picking up the actual pier or footing, it will give you an error. It's not going to just read the wrong thing. Like this. Some tags could not be copied. They could not find a host. That's okay. Hit escape a couple times. Now we can just click on tag by category. It's P1. That down to there. Move that down to there. We know these two are special down here. I'm going to select that. Click copy. Let's see if it does it. It's gonna. Click it. Get it. See that? So we could keep going around and copying these all day, but I don't want to. Hit escape a couple times. What I'd like to do is come down to Sheets All. Let's right click on Sheets All and let's go New Sheet. We use that, that's fine. Click OK. Right click on S2 Unnamed and go to Rename. let's get something real here. Let's call it S-101. For the name, caps, we're going to call it foundation plan. And we're going to click OK. Let's scroll up to top of footing. Let's drag this onto the sheet. Right here. Guess what else we're going to drag onto the sheet? You guessed it. We're going to drag our schedules on. So let's grab our footing schedule. There. Grab your pier schedule. Let's put it right there. Escape a couple times. There we go. That's how you tag piers and foundations. Let's go to the View tab. Let's click this Schedules drop down. Let's grab Material Takeoff. It's going to be a multi-category schedule because there's a lot of different items that have the same material in it. But for the name, I'm just going to call it Cast in Place, all caps, concrete. That's all. New construction. Click OK. Okay. Now let's see what we want to bring in. The first one I grabbed is family and type. So let's scroll down and find family and type. Let's click the Add Parameters button. Now if we scroll down, we'll see our materials field. So the first one I want to bring is material name, of course. Add that. I want to go for material volume. Material volume, let's grab that. And I'd like to go for material area. Probably up top, grab that. I would like to throw a count in, so I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to find counts and add that. Cost, and we'll keep that out of there. So generally, I just like to get a few fields in there and see how it lays out. So let's just click OK.